Stop Mickey D's.
Right. Healthiest meal of the day.
Oh my gosh. And I just talked about getting healthy.
Did you really?
Well, not on here, but...
What are you filming?
Alright, we're gonna eat now. Try to figure out how to work this on our phones. Hit the big snow. It snowed where we live, but this is the big snow. It doesn't normally ever, I don't think, snow this much where we live right now. Keyword, right now. So let me tell you guys a little bit about what's happening on our trip. So, if you guys ever seen those Facebook groups or like anything on Facebook about like something, a little more local event that's happening, we saw a tree lighting ceremony thing, and we've loved Leavenworth for a really long time. We went there to celebrate right after we got engaged. It's just like a really cute little town, and the tickets are free, and it's just a nice way for us to get away for the weekend. We haven't really had time to get away at all. Mm-hmm. But because this is like a thing people normally book out for a year in advance, there was no hotel availability
This was months ago.
All. Yeah, this was in October we were planning this.
Yeah.
No hotel availability. So then I went to Airbnb, and it was either pay $500 for a house, or you could rent a room. I think it's, what are we paying, like $90?
Yeah, it's
for
like 85
a room
or something.
But the people are still at the house. So this is gonna be our first experience doing Airbnb room share.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
It'll be really interesting. Actually, this is our first Airbnb experience.
Not mine.
No?
No.
Why?
Actually, not ours. Remember on our way back from
Oh, that's true.
houseboats.
But this is like our first, like, where it's under our names and like our account. And anyways, we're gonna see how this goes. We're stuck in traffic because it's snowy and people slip and slide.
Yeah.
Did she just slide off the road?
Yeah, she did. He's gonna pull her out though.
Guys always carry stuff to help. Like, guys get off on helping people. It's pretty cool.
Good thing.
It is, and there's a cop up here. So that's what's happening once we get through this accident. And we're thinking this might become a yearly tradition, which is super exciting. Because me and Alex, I am really big on traditions.
Yeah, you are.
Because my family didn't really have many traditions, so I want a crap ton of traditions. Like, I want to be so festive, it makes other people nauseous. All right. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see us. So we just got to the Airbnb, and it's totally... What are you looking for? What?
All right, I'm ready. Let's do this.
It's totally not awkward at all. Like, both of us were a little nervous. He was. He told me before we came, he was like, oh, remember we're sharing like a house with people? And then they, like, come to find out they do this all the freaking time. They're basically running an
a bed and breakfast.
A bread and butter. They're running a bread and butter. They're running a bread and butter.
Oh my gosh. Bed and breakfast.
They're running
minus the breakfast.
Exactly.
So it's just like
she has like a little, there's two other couples that we haven't seen yet, but they're staying here. And she has like a little like mini coffees, teas, water, a little mini gym set up upstairs.
Yeah,
so
a huge house.
If you guys ever come to Leavenworth, I would so far totally recommend. We'll catch you up further, and then we would leave like a link to we could leave a link to
we could leave a link to their place.
Airbnb down below. They're probably like would watch this and be like, oh, I didn't know those people were vloggers.
They were of that type. The details.
East of Leavenworth. And now we're gonna go head there, try to get there before everybody else, but I doubt that's happening because it's already 3 o'clock. So we're just gonna go play it by ear. We are on vacation now. It is vacation mode. Vacation happening now.
Yeah, they're really nice.
They're super nice. They have like...
The guy totally doesn't give a shit, but the lady's super nice and just loves what she's doing.
Well, like, it was weird because we were like, oh, where do we park? Because they're in this like little suburban area. And
you're gonna have to...
you're going straight.
Okay.
And then Alex was like, you know, I'm just gonna park in the driveway because we're just unloading our stuff. And we pull up into the driveway and the garage door opens and I'm like, And then he like pops out and he's just like, hey, but doesn't say anything. It was funny.
He didn't even say hey, he just like stood there.
So anyways, we'll see you guys when we get to Leavenworth. Bam!
That is that while we celebrate the holidays, let's remember the reason for the season. Our Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you all for coming. I think I'm hearing the bells. I'm going to turn the microphone over to my favorite guy.
What do you do? The finger
Santa Claus.
and Batman.
Miss Alicia Cooper, who is Miss Washington. So,
Seriously.
What are we doing?
Drinking some spiced wine.
We gotta stay warm.
It's great.
It's what, 20 degrees outside?
Yeah, it's probably like 17.
We are at
The scout something.
Gimmelitz.
Like the Skagway. Something winery. Tasting room. That's right.
We're gonna do a little review of our Airbnb room share experience. Bump. So, sorry, you can hear the windshield wipers. It's snowing, so we have to use them.
And people in front of it are spraying.
Right now we're headed back to Leavenworth for our sober experience of Leavenworth.
For Kelsey's sober experience.
Last night was a lot of fun. We didn't really film because we were basically trying to stay warm. It was probably like 17 degrees out, and there was 15,000 people in this little tiny freaking town.
The actual street lighting.
Oh yeah, he did film that, so you guys saw. But like all of the restaurants, like we waited an hour for their famous brats and beer. And it's this like little outdoor sitting area. And normally you wait for like 15, 20 minutes. I mean, that was like a full hour waiting in the freezing cold. Anyways, but it was a blast. And to offset the coldness, we took some beverages. And that was super fun. And the fun part, that restaurant is very like it's a sharing table restaurant. So you basically go up to a window, you order your food, and there's only so many tables in the back. And because it's so crowded, and because it's so crowded, you share tables with people and you get to meet people. So it's like a really fun environment. We met a family.
Yeah, we did.
What?
Yeah, we did.
Alex was talking trucks with the dude for a while. So our room share experience, it was not as awkward as we thought. It wasn't awkward at all, actually. It was more, it had the feeling of a bed and breakfast, just because we did have our own like suite. We had our own bathroom, our own shower. Then there was like a little separate nook area for all the people renting rooms from them. They basically rented out 3 rooms in their house, and the complete upstairs was all people renting, and downstairs was like their area. And we had our own coffee and tea bar. They supplied us with water, juice, and like snack bars, and it was quiet. It was cheaper than a Motel 8 and way more comfortable.
Yeah,
Let's say that.
It's just nice. It's nice to meet some.
It's really nice to meet people.
I would like to visit it with them for a little bit, but we didn't get a chance.
No.
It's all right.
Next time.
Yeah.
But we will definitely, probably will leave like a link to their Airbnb thing if you guys are ever in the area, because I would totally recommend
Yeah, they're really nice.
staying there.
Half the price of a Motel 8 or Super 8.
Yeah, I think it was half. We spent $90 for one night for a king. It was like king bed,
Private bath.
private bath. Like it was basically our own hotel room. So that was super nice. We accidentally, in my drunken fluster, I thought this homeless cat was like their cat.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay, but for my defense,
Yeah,
there's this cat. We start walking up. This is like at 11 o'clock. I'm like, I've had a lot to drink at this point, and this cat starts meowing. Like I've never even heard a cat meow
it's
like that.
a growl, but
It's like,
meow.
"Meow."
It's like, "Meow."
And we open the door, and it's not even like we let him in. He just like bolts into the
Hold
house.
on. Before he went in, I said, you should not let this cat in. Kelly C is very convinced that this cat belongs in the house. Babe, it's fine. And just go on for it. And the cat just runs in like it's done it a million times.
It did. It acted very home. And then it ran up the stairs and sat on the top of the stairs. And I was like, oh, he's totally fine. And we wanted to like sneak in just because like, well, he was trying to sneak me in so that like, you know, I mean, I can compose myself, which I did actually very well.
You did.
But we get in, and then the dogs, like they have 2 dogs, which are super great. They're like, I mean, we didn't really get to hang out with them too much.
They were
but
super chill.
They were super chill. But then they came over and like greeted us and started barking
At the cat.
But the people who lived there didn't see the cat. And I was like, oh, that's your cat, right? Like it's supposed to be inside. He kind of just like ran in when we came in, and they were like,
Nope.
no. But they know the cat. Like I think it's their like outside cat.
Yeah.
But anyways, it was a funny little shwakening. So today we're gonna go back, do beers and brats one more time, and we're gonna go get some Christmas shopping done for ourselves and maybe for some other people as well, and just have like a fun freaking Christmas experience.
Day. I love how snowy it is.
It's so snowy. It snowed way more last night. All last night for the lighting ceremony. Snow. And we're hoping that the pass is open so we can get home. And we're trying to get out of here by like, we have like 3 hours of like, let's hang out, and then we should probably start heading home because it starts getting crazy because they do the lighting ceremony on Saturdays and Sundays. That's it. That's all we're going to talk about right now. But we'll see you guys in Leavenworth. Going home?
Yep.
I'm so zoomed into your face.
What?
I'm zoomed into your face.
Doing some up close action. Accident after accident up here.
Oh, be careful. Accident. Oh my God.
No, people are stopping to put on chains.
Chains.
Chains. Pull somebody out.
Okay, we're gonna give you a little update. So we were minding our own merry business. We were like, we're gonna go home. Everything's gonna be fine.
It's gonna
Because
be easy.
the lighting ceremony starts at 4:30 and it was around 3, so like right when the crowd started, so we wanted to kind of get out of town. And we're walking to our car. We decided to park a little farther out because it's free parking at the furthest parking lot at the end. So if you ever go, make sure you go all the way to the end.
A little bit past like all the paid to park places.
Past all the pay to park places, towards Icicle Village.
Yes.
And then I start noticing that I see, because I have like a rack on the top of my car, and that's what I normally, he's peeing, just like right there.
Yeah.
I normally look for my rack when I'm like trying to pick out my car from like a lot of cars.
Sorry, I look for your rack too.
And I notice that there is a car in front of my rack as well as behind my rack. And as we're coming closer, we realized we got boxed in. Some person, not being very Christmas-like, oh look, it's a custom knife sale, babe. Some not very nice person
They're open.
decided to block us in. And I could go off about, is that a blizzard right there? Oh. Oh my gosh. Sorry, there's like blizzards outside of, I wish you could see what we're driving in right now. I could go off on a person who blocks people in. It's just like,
You know what you're doing.
you know, like, you don't know when those people plan on leaving. They could be running into the supermarket to pick something up to go see their dying grandma,
You don't know.
and you just prevented them from getting back there,
Yeah, it's a dick move.
Dick move. So we go into, there's a store, like a rental ski snowboarding store next door. We go into, well, Alex went in and was like, does anyone here like own a truck or happen to be parked in front of or behind the Toyota FJ? And a girl, I guess, was like, oh, well, I don't really know exactly how the conversation went. Alex was there.
She was just mad because it happens occasionally. It's happened to her. It's just like push them out of the way.
Yeah, so she told us to ram them out of the way. She said, like, you need to just like ram them and like get them out of the way.
Smash them out of the way.
It's their fault for parking there, kind of a thing. My philosophy, like I said, don't act like you know everybody's situation, is that if you ram the person, you could ram the person who didn't block you in. You could ram the person that was just the nice person who was like, oh, we double up, like there's a person parked here and a person parked here. It could have been that person. So we tried to back out and the car moved, I would say like a foot, and then it just stopped moving. It wouldn't move unless we really like rammed them, which we didn't want to do. But luckily a guy was parked next to us in a black truck and he was leaving. So we somehow maneuvered our way out.
Shimmied out.
It was still difficult. So to those people who blocked us in, we have some very harsh words for you.
And
He's ready to, he's gonna speed up. And it's gonna probably take us about like 4 hours to get home, not being joking. We're going
not being joking.
35 miles an hour right now. If you can see, here, I'll give you a little glimpse into, you're not even seeing, it's snowing right now. Hence why everyone's going so freaking slow. That's what's happening.